Able to recognize large-scale military installations on the planet that I'm not able to identify. That is all I can report. And you, Lieutenant?
Well, from what I've been able to piece together, I would say the planet is probably located within the constellation Triton.
Our own observations would confirm this. We have observed an unusually heavy traffic between the constellation Triton and Cassiopeia.
On behalf of the intergalactic government, I would like to congratulate you two for your excellent work. And we would like also to express our thanks to the delegation of Auriga for its invaluable contribution to the success of this mission. Thank you again. Good work. You may both be dismissed now. Gentlemen, I think it's time to put you in the picture. I think you should now hear the most recent message I received from Cassiopeia.
Now you listen here. With all the provocations from Omega and its meddling with our internal affairs, the sovereign constellation of Cassiopeia and its allies, we have taken the decision to resign from your confederation as of now. Only if there is adoption of a new policy recognizing our superiority, only then will we consider revising our decision. It is for you to decide what course you will take. Until then, any ship entering Cassiopeia's territory and that of its allies will be blasted out of the sky. That is my final word.
It amounts to a declaration of war.
I think you could say that.
We must take immediate action. We mustn't lose any time.
As representative of a galaxy far distant from the region under consideration, may I nevertheless speak concerning this situation, which is, after all, of concern to Omega. Perhaps you could understand the situation if you saw it from the General's point of view.
We know quite well what the General wants. He seeks to use the Confederation for his own goals.
That is obvious.
I have supported active campaigns in the past with the cooperation of Cassiopeia. But now I want to see such a campaign against the aggressive designs of Cassiopeia.
Madam President, what's your opinion?
I share your opinions. It's a complex question, but there we are presented with the fact of what looks like an offensive armament program, and we must know what the target might be. Therefore, I shall call upon our eminent scientist-philosopher for a likely explanation. Maestro?
Now, let me see. The Triton Galaxy at light years. I'm ready. Madam President, gentlemen, you are aware that our own galaxy there in the Milky Way extends over a distance equivalent to that covered in 100 million light years, and you will be aware that the mean distance lying between the center of the galaxy, where Omega is located, and the solar system is in the region of 27,000 light years. Now, Triton is at this point of the triangle, whose two other points are the Sun, which you may see is located here, and Omega, which is here. All this is quite simple. Observe that Cassiopeia is located a great distance away. Centaur is very near the Sun, 4 light years, a hop, skip, and a jump, you could say. And as for Auriga, it's only 47 light years, and Aldebaran 43. Now, no distance at all, you'll agree. Thus, it is these planets which constitute ideal targets for any bellicose action emanating from Triton.
What is the view of the distinguished chief of our armed forces, Colonel Pierre?
We are in a dramatic situation of inferiority. We have no ships in service able to match the heavy cruisers Cassiopeia can put up.
I would suggest the time has come to correct this imbalance in forces.
Oh, well, I've worked something out that might just do the trick. I have it here. Just a moment. Now, this gives me an idea. Triton, yes, Triton, of course. Don't grab. Now, watch. The polar sun. Child's play. At 5 billion kilometers distance. Unstable, it could explode into a supernova explosion at any moment. Not a good idea to send it in there.
Can you explain it?
Oh, well, it's quite simple, really. It's burning itself out. It's a star which will run out of fuel and collapse in on itself. Its outer shell is 15 times colder than its center. This differential will eventually make some splendid fireworks, for instantly will begin to shine as brightly as billions of suns. Half of its mass will be ejected at a speed of 10,000 kilometers per second, highly destructive.
Huh? Yes, in the galaxy NC-34, with the constellation of the Great Bear, an explosion pulverized well over 1 billion stars in a few seconds.
Well, we must warn the Cassiopeians immediately in case they don't know. Countless lives are in danger. They must be saved. Yes?
I fear, Madam President, they will not be disposed to anyone's interfering in their plans.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, I feel it is our duty to tell them. Now, may we return to the question of our spaceships in service.
From a strategic point of view, blowing up the whole Triton installation would do us very well.
How can you say such a thing, Commander? There are humanitarian considerations innocent lives are at risk.
We haven't forgotten them.
But how can we do anything for them when we ourselves have no adequate protection?
Yes.
Strategically speaking, certainly the commander is right. Well,
All right, you'll get your new cruisers.
4 of the 6 requested. And they have 4 times as many as that, but it's better than nothing.
And so the problem is this. Who's going to be ready first? Will their base be ready to attack us, or will our ships be ready first and give us a chance to ward off the attacks? Hurry it up, man. Hurry it up. Faster.
Yes, it would be a tragedy if all these efforts came to nothing. What a superb new ship. According to reports, their base is approaching completion.
Faster, you workers. Great galaxies.
Now, let us define our spatio-temporal coordinates. XYZT with reference points R, X, Y prime, Z prime, and T prime. These coordinates lie in relation to reference point R prime. A body moving at a uniform... No, what's wrong? No, that's not right. Where did I get such a crazy notion as that? Of course, you realized what I meant to say. A body moving in a simulated vector velocity v relative to r and the axis direction. Very well. Let's talk about more interesting things. Did you know that it was only in the 20th century that it was realized that the greater part of what we observe in the sky is located outside our galaxy? And these observable phenomena were in fact independent galaxies themselves, some of them 10 times the size of our Milky Way and containing billions of stars, like Andromedas, the hunting dogs, the sculptor. Yes. Now, the tiniest of these observed pinpoints of light is an infinity greater than the sun, which is itself quite a modestly sized star. Its explosions reach out about 1 million kilometers. Burning away as it does, one day our sun will die, having exhausted all its hydrogen fuel. Of course, we would expect this. It'll grow red and expand, attaining the size millions and millions of times greater than its present size. At that point, it will incorporate its satellites, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. But be assured, this will not happen for another 5 million years. Here it is, our old familiar sun, once more the red giant as we've always known it.
You want it, Professor?
Oh, no, what is this? Such a nuisance. I shall return in a moment.
I have convened this session, gentlemen, to inform you all of the response to our message sent to Cassiopeia. It has all the tact we have come to expect from our recent ally. Mind your own business. The General does not appear unduly concerned about the individuals he sent to their death. Now the Colonel will give you a report on the study he has carried out.
We have observed a massive flow of traffic to the region, which implies a significant increase in activity, civilian and military, and a large buildup in material. We have reason to believe that their base will soon be operational, which explains the tone of their response.
I will now ask our expert Maestro to inform us regarding the possible results of the test. The floor is yours, Maestro. If you will go ahead and give us your opinion.
Well, when the gigantic explosion actually takes place throughout the universe, we will observe it from millions of light years distance. Now, in our galaxy alone, we've observed many such supernova explosions. In 1054, the Crab Nebula. In 1752, there was one in the Cassiopeia region. 1604, another one in the Nebula Ophiuchus. In 2421, another one that was recorded in the region of Earn.
More to the point.
Well, yes. In short, we have seen such explosions. But the material that is projected up does not travel at the speed of light, which I need not remind you is 300,000 kilometers per second. Hence, coming from Triton, that is a distance of 5 billion kilometers. It would require some 8 days. In other words...
Yes, we follow you, Professor. Do go on.
In any case, all trace of life in its path would be eradicated.
In no case can we allow our General's madness to sacrifice a neutral colony of innocent humans. It's against the principles of our Confederation. Now, what can we do to predict when the explosion will happen?
Well, at our distance away, alas, there's not a great deal that we can do to predict it, because we would need to monitor the star. Minutes and even seconds count. Now, where is it? Here we are. Before the actual explosion, the star will undergo certain physical changes. As a mammoth scale, if we were in its vicinity, it would mean using apparatus that could carry out certain tests, so spectrographic analyses, which would most likely give us all the data that we would need to predict this explosion.
Careful. If we send anything into the region, we will be accused of meddling in their internal affairs.
But we can place our instruments well outside Cassiopeia's territory, using relay stations to carry the signal back to a control center. No need to go in close. Now, I have drawn this little sketch. It should have cleared up. This is the Kohler sun. Yes, now, what should I say? Satellite relay stations orbit the planets to send signals back to our space station. You see? A system of relays.
Can't they work faster? We're losing precious time.
Don't get worked up. It doesn't do any good. Besides, they'll never be ready in time. Their base is finished now, and intelligence reports indicate it's massive. As near as we can tell, their countdown for attack must be underway by now.
When I think, here we are. We know what's going on, and we can't stop it.
What can we do? Attack first? With what? We don't even know their target. Is it Omega, Centaur, or Earth?
If only that damn star would blow up once and for all, that'd settle it. Because that's what we need.
So, in summary, in function of given parameters, my calculations...
If instead of relying on your archaic mental calculations, you entrusted the problem to my superior ability, you would not regret it.
These geniuses who would rather push buttons than use their gray matter, I've no time for them.
The historic antediluvian relic you are.
Quiet, you glorified tin can. Well, let's see if my figures are right. The explosion of Kohler sun ought to take place with the It's right now.
Quickly. Yes, I understand. Now you must get away from there as quickly as you can.
But, Madam President, just a little longer to make observations.
I wish you could see it. It's spectacular, magnificent.
Madam President, a phenomenon like this is unique, statistically observable at this distance every 60 million years. It's an historic occasion.
Leave the sector immediately. That is an order. The shock wave will hit you in less than 20 minutes. Leave before it's too late. Understand? Transmit order to convene a General Assembly of all members of government. The Council gets into emergency session. Urgent. Put on General Grashley at Cassiopeia. This is a priority message. Hurry, it's a matter of life and death. Ah, General, are you aware that the Kohler sun has just exploded? In a short time, the constellation of Triton will be hit and destroyed. Are you aware of it, General? Have you taken action to save lives?
What? Another one of your sneaky tricks. Look, our scientists are as good as yours or even better. Don't worry. We'll take action if anything happens.
General, it's too late. We observed the explosion.
Stop meddling in our affairs. All these planets are mine. I warn you, the order is to shoot any intruding alien ship.
You told them all right. Well, oh, Chief, very good job.
Put me through to the President at once. It's urgent. In fact, it's more than...
What is it, Professor? You called me.
Did I? Yes, I did. Of course I did, but I have an important announcement.
If I can trust my calculations, the explosion, or rather the supernova, will be, in all probability, it'll take place very soon indeed, at this very moment.
At last they're leaving. Yes, my friend, thank you. Your calculations were perfect. The monitoring space station has just sent us pictures of the explosion.
And I warn you, any others will get the same treatment. We'll shoot them down.
We can do no more. Debris from the explosion will reach them in 4 hours. Even if General Grashley sent rescue ships to the base immediately, they would arrive 2 days after our ships. They would be too late. Thousands of unfortunate, innocent people face a horrible, imminent death. What are we to do, gentlemen?
Red alert. Red alert. All crew. Report to emergency duty stations. General alert. Mobilization of all patrol units for rescue mission and escort duty alongside cargo ships. All spacecraft are ordered to the constellation Triton.
Transport ship Cassidy, you are on incorrect course. Your objective is Triton. Reprogram onboard flight computer. Rescue mission. You will be escorted by a battle...
Intergalactic spaceship Cosmopolitan. Reprogram course. New objective, Triton. Reprogram onboard computer. Rescue mission. 2 cruisers are leaving now to escort you. This is Cobra. This is Cobra.
This is Captain Agar. Message received.
Escort cargo ship Versus. Constellation Triton. Out.
I hope we get there in time, Rod.
Our orders are to blast any ships in our territory. Carry out those orders.
Destroy including ships. Fire!
Hey, we're being attacked! Activate immediately opposition screen!
We are going into action, Captain. Stand by, crew, at your battle stations. Here we go.
Message to Cassiopeians. You will stop your attack. Our mission is humanitarian. If you go on with this nonsense, we will have to fire back. Commence firing. Aim for a vulnerable point, otherwise they're invulnerable. You'll pay for that, you bloodthirsty savages.
Commander, let me have him. I have a score to settle with that one. There are a few lessons I'd like to teach him my way. It's the only position where they can't fire on us. All right, here we go, you bunch of... Rear launch torpedoes. Delayed timer. Ready, fire! Well, wait a second.
I swear they're going to pay for this. Admiralty order all ships, the whole fleet, to attack and destroy every Omega ship, military or civilian, anywhere in the region of our base on Triton. Now carry out your orders.
General, we have just received word from Triton. Kokolar's sun has just now exploded, General.
What? We'll see. Admiralty, a change in your orders. Now you are to send all craft directly to our Triton installation mission. Save the equipment. Understand? The equipment first. The men can wait.
Next, jump.
are at last the planets of Triton. Those are our ships returning with refugees.
Captain, there's a message.
Mission accomplished. Most of our crew off the planet. Units released to keep order and prevent panic among those who haven't left. There's no time to lose. We're late. Every second counts.
There's no need to be frightened. You see, everybody will be safe. Back in the city there, you're sure there's nobody left?
They say there's some.
It's now or never, young fellow.
But I think they're not all here.
Well, go ahead, only don't lose any time.
If there's anybody still in the city, come out. It's dangerous to remain here. The last spaceship will leave in a few minutes. You are in danger. We are here to help you. Come out into the street. Hey, no way without us.
Every second counts.
I'll have a quick look around.
Hurry up! Come on, Metro, 1 second more and...
We're waiting for you. If one of those darn things hits us, it's anchors away. Now, what are those barnacles trying to do? I don't believe this. Why, they're crazy. Going right into it, but they aren't gonna last 10 seconds. Auxiliary power unit into the circuit. I want all the speech stuff. Have to find a way out of this. No two ways. I'll ask the computer if there's a planet with an atmosphere around here. And it better not be too far away. I got a hunch. We better land this old lady quick as we can.
Notify Omega.
Glad to, but the radio's dead. We'll try to fix it.